Not even using hands anymore, huh? Just face all the way in. Sounds good. What's going on, everybody? Your host, LovelyCheesePizza here with Mrs. Cheese Pizza. Yeah, somebody gave me that idea in the comments a long time ago. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Gran Turismo 3, the ultimate driving simulator. God, it feels really good to be back in here, since we have not been able to do anything here in the last couple of weeks because of well, one was an emergency trip to the labor and delivery room. Several times. Not because our son was being born, but there were other problems that got dealt with that involved morphine. Hey. And then the other one was our son got sick, and so our usual Wednesday trip over here ended up being stymied because. So, now here we are.
His freaking kids, you know?
Hooray, and he got me sick. But he's my son and I love him, so, you know, can't hold that one against him. He is. So, anywho, last time we finished up the Clio Cup, and it was very easy and very awesome. And now I know exactly what I'm going to do today, because it involves jumping in to this beautiful piece of machinery that we have not gotten to drive in a little while, and I love it. For some reason, and correct me if I'm wrong here, because I could have sworn that I had one, but we're going to do the, what is it, the Race of the Red Emblem, I think is what it is. Did I not have a Zexel Skyline in my lineup somewhere? I could have sworn on a stack of Bibles that I had one.
Eric, you have a really good memory.
Or any other regular viewer of this.
Victor, you have a great memory. Come on.
But it's not here. That's the point. The point is, it's not here. I thought I had one, and so something's wrong here. But whatever. It does not matter. We are going to use the Calsonic because I know that it can definitely handle the job. I'm going to do this right now anyways, even though I don't think it needs it. No, it didn't. At least I don't think so. And here we go. By the way, the way, as it just began happening, I apologize over the course of this filming session if this starts happening a lot, because I am coughing a lot. I'm trying really hard to suppress it from happening, which I know is not really a good thing to do, but I really don't care because I hate coughing. And so there's going to be a lot of moments where I'm doing that. And I apologize ahead of time, so that's just what it is. Okay.
And I apologize ahead of time now because if I have contractions, I'm not stopping. So you need to bear with me on that.
Okay, so we got a lot of Skylines here. I mean, obviously it's designed to be, but they're all GTRs. Besides the one that isn't, and ourselves. So, let's see what we can do. We should win this pretty easily. I can't imagine a reason why we wouldn't. Not to mention, we've done plenty of races on Grand Valley in the last recent time. So, while we are doing this really lengthy experiment, oh yeah, this is not gonna be very difficult at all. Because, oh, they're not stock. I mean, they're well-tuned. This is the professional league, but it's the fact that we're driving something that has almost 900 horsepower in it, so it's not very fair. And I'm okay with that, you know? Considering I have not played this in, God, I don't know, probably close to 3 weeks, I think it's good to have an easy one once in a while, so let's move on. And it'll make it easier for me to talk about my topic, because I don't have to sit here and get all in the auto zone about it. So, in the last couple of weeks, I've had something take place twice that was really one of the coolest things that has ever happened in my career of doing, you know, videos on YouTube. And I got to meet a couple of fans of the channel, and God, it was so cool. One of them I actually knew was going to happen already. We'd already kind of talked about it a little bit beforehand. The other one was completely spontaneous and took me 199% by surprise. Mainly because he popped into my work and I was not expecting it at all. It was actually really funny. And so I'm working on a Saturday, I think it was, and I'm working, and I believe it was him and his dad. I don't know if his mom was in at the time. At least I'm fairly positive that was the group of people that came in. If I missed anything on your family tree there, bud, I'm sorry. But that's what I'm assuming makes an ass out of me, I guess, in this, if I'm wrong. But when they initially came in, this was my thought when they initially came in, because they didn't approach me first. They approached Jamie first, because I was with another customer. And just like the way that his dad's voice was, again, assuming what's going on here, just because it's also been 2 weeks, I've partially, got a little fuzzy on information. The way that his dad's voice sounded when he was talking to Jamie, it sounded like a salesman's voice, and I only caught just bits and pieces of what they were saying, and so I ended up having to go to the bathroom, and in the midst of that, they left. When I came back out, just a moment or two later, they came back, and they came up to me, and so in my head, the first thing I'm thinking is, okay, so the guy's a businessman, and he's gonna try and pitch something to me. So I went and walked up to him, and I started talking to him, and he, in a nutshell, he was saying, you make videos on YouTube, and I was like, yes. He's like, well, my son's actually a huge fan of yours, and we came here from Australia. He wanted to meet you. And I was like, what? Are you fucking kidding me? You guys are here from Australia? That's freaking awesome. And here he comes around the corner, and we got to chat for a couple of minutes, and it was really, really awesome. That moment was the first time in all of my 9 years of making videos on YouTube that I have ever been approached by a fan of the channel whom I did not know already, because I've had plenty of friends over the years and family members approach me about it, but nobody that I didn't know from a faraway place, no less. Apparently his family actually used to live here, in Oregon, in Salem actually, which made the coincidence even crazier that they went from Salem to Australia. But it was super, super cool, and got to take a picture with him. His name was Daniel. By the way, also, again, if you're seeing this, hi Daniel. Nice to. I thank you for coming to visit with me. It was super, super awesome. I'm really glad I got to meet you and your family. That was an absolutely wonderful moment. It was a moment like that really, helps validate why I do this. Like, it's obviously, I don't do it for money. Like, that's certainly a nice mint on the pillow. And I do it a pretty good deal for myself, because it's a great outlet and stress reliever and just overall fun thing to do. But I love making stuff for you guys, and the fact that, and gals, and androgynous people that may or may not be from the planet that we live on. But the fact that, somebody wanted to come and meet me at my place of business, and someone that's that much of a fan of my work, just, I don't know, it makes putting all the hard work in, and all the late nights of editing and having things go wrong and having to do it again, and just going through the process of doing it as often as I do, it makes it all totally 199% worth it. And just to know that there are people all over the place that enjoy my, quirky, awful, shitty humor. And, weird stories about customers, and just, things in my life, and weird things that I hear about in the world while I play video games of various eras. Really just, I don't know, that was a moment that really just kind of sunk in for me. And so I really, really loved that. And then to make things crazier, I had another friend, Victor. He lives in North Carolina. He and his family came over to the West Coast to go to the Funko factory up in Seattle, and they were also coming through they were going to be in Portland, visiting for a little while, and so we decided to meet up down at my favorite barcade down here in Salem. We went to Coin Jam. I met up with him and his family there, got to chat with them for a little while, and man, that was super cool also. It's like, man, I'm having like, I feel like a freaking celebrity right now. In the span of 1 week, I've gotten to meet 2 fans just, you know, on a whim. Like, it was like my one moment of you know, of like stardom, if you will. It was like my one brush of, you know, feeling like a local celebrity of some kind, and it was really, really cool. And got to take a picture with him as well. Did not realize it was really funny. We go to take the picture, and you know, not to say that he's short, but I was just extremely way taller than he was. It was even when we stood up to take the picture, he's like, "Dude, you were way taller than me. What the hell?" It was really funny, but it was also really awesome getting to meet you and your family, Victor. I really enjoyed getting to chat with you guys. And so we hung out at Coin Jam. He actually brought his Nintendo Switch with him, and we got to jam out playing with that. It was my first time ever getting to mess around with a Nintendo Switch, and that was super cool. It really, really was not good for my wallet though, because now I'm like really wanting to buy one, but I know I know, but it made it even more prevalent now that I've actually gotten to play the games. Got to play a little bit of Super Mario Odyssey, which was awesome, and a total mind trip, because it's just it's weird playing a new Mario game in 2018. And then also got to play Pokken Tournament, if that's, I believe that's right. It's basically Pokemon Tekken, and God, that game was fun. Like, I had seen plenty of footage from it before when it originally came out like a year or two ago, and I saw the footage for it and it looked pretty cool then, but it's obviously a lot more polished now because, you know, they've had more time. What the hell is that guy doing? Oh my god! What the hell happened with that guy? All right, well, I am now a murderer, and I'm probably gonna go to hell.
Also, on the note, Victor, thank you for your understanding in being in Salem during that time instead of going up to Portland. That
oh yeah, yes.
I could not thank you enough with how bad I had been doing at that particular time. Wasn't very good. Hence, like what Adam was saying, that's one of the biggest reasons why we have not been
doing a lot of these
for 2, almost 3 weeks, is because me being in and out of the hospital, like so we. the
ironic thing actually is that as soon as I got home from meeting up with him, within about a half an hour, we actually left to go to the hospital.
And that was when I had.
That wasn't the morphine trip.
No,
though.
that wasn't. No, that was not the morphine trip. That was a bad experience.
Yes, it was. But yeah.
I was still working while I wasn't supposed to.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it was super, super cool. I really enjoyed that particular week of time. It was absolutely just a wonderful experience. Up, down, left, right, center, diagonal, left, and other similar directions that are on D-pads and such. But yeah, it was cool. So if any of you guys out there ever get the opportunity to travel to Oregon, just
love to see you.
let me know. You know, let me know. You can contact me in the YouTube comments. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Snapchat. I'm available in all of those forms of media, even though I don't use Snapchat really that often, so that would probably be like the last-ditch effort. But you know, just
get a hold of me as my last-ditch effort.
So if you're ever in the area, let me know. I'd be glad to meet up with any of you guys, because I love it. I love getting to talk with you guys, and I love seeing people and meeting new people. A lot of you guys have been talking with you for many years. There are plenty of you guys that I've, you know, built, you know, long-lasting friendships with. So
we have Eric coming out in May.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, there.
I'd like to see you.
Mm-hmm.
Finally.
So yeah, Eric actually he's been a long time friend and viewer of the channel and myself, but he actually now works with my wife. So
yep.
pretty awesome.
I love it. I love working with you. You're awesome. You're a sweetheart. I can't wait to actually see you in person. and shoot the shit with you.
And probably have a beer or
Probably
7.
have a beer
Or 7.
or maybe not 7.
Oh no, I'll have 7.
You'll have 7.
Mm-hmm.
Because
That's because that's because well, I'm also Hispanic and I can handle high amounts of alcoholic.
Not tequila.
No, well, God, no.
High amounts of not tequila.
I can do plenty of beer, I can do plenty of whiskey, and pretty much everything else that is not gin or tequila. Or
See?
ugh.
But yeah, that's I think that's the most awesome thing on the face of the planet. One of your viewers ends up becoming a friend of mine as well,
And a teammate.
and a teammate.
So pretty awesome stuff in general, really. It's been an awesome month in my life and on this channel. And so it really inspired me to want to just keep doing more and doing better and better things for you guys here. Because I love making it, and as long as you guys love watching it, I'm gonna keep doing it, you know. Because that's what it's all about, having fun, and God knows I'm having a blast every time I do it. I may have rage fits, because hey, that's part of the process. But hey man, it's what I love doing. On Power Rangers. Oh, yeah. By the way, and this is not going to be in this video. I've got a rant coming. We watched. She had already seen it before, but I watched the Power Rangers movie from 2017.
Not because I liked it.
I watched that last night, and boy, do I have a rant coming up for that in a short amount of time. I am not a happy camper about that. So, just you wait. Coming soon on Gran Turismo 3 or Sport. I don't know which one it'll be.
Get your ass out of the way! You're not gonna get into first. I don't know why you're trying to think that I'm just go around if I push my way.
Part of it too, I think, if this is even a thing, I think that his tires are probably super worn down. Kind of like mine.
He's also just a gay ass driver.
He may be. He very well may be a homosexual butt driver. If we're really getting more, literal with our terminology.
No, that's a smack in the face of all my favorite gay people.
I don't know. I mean, being a gay ass and a homosexual butt are basically the same thing. One of them's just a little bit more, vulgar and on the nose. The other one just sounds weird and doesn't really fit, but it is literally the same wording entirely. And hey, these cars just aren't as good as me. It's just plain and simple.
Don't hate me because you hate me.
This is what happens when you have the Calsonic. It just absolutely penetrates you without your consent. It really does. It really does. Well, I mean, that's, when it comes to men in general, that's really about the only way that works.
I can show you ways where it's different.
Ear sex. I should have known. I should have known. Family Guy wasn't wrong. That is you guys are doing it in the ear!
You have a reaper.
Oh, please. I didn't need that. I had 2 plates of spaghetti tonight. I did not need to hear about anybody getting violated through the urethra with household items such as cotton swabs and AAA batteries and pencils and, toothpicks.
I wasn't going to use a toothpick.
Hey, some people are in for more.
Doing?
I spun out. my tires are in bad shape. I mean, they're yellow to orange, which means they're really running out. I mean, they're gonna be. Oh, that was not okay. I'm glad I didn't say it. I'm glad I didn't say it.
Nope.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Keep your trap hole shut.
Yep. Just not gonna say that one at all.
By the way, speaking of teammates, if you want to know what it is exactly team-wise, you can always shoot Adam a message. He can get you a holdover to me, and we can chitty chat, what have yous.
If you guys are interested in working for the It Works company, which is who she works for.
And yes, it actually does work. It's not a
they would not call it
scheme.
They would not call it It Works if it in fact did not work, as that would be a probably the largest form of false advertisement.
And it's also heavily endorsed
So, yes, indeed.
He works with me.
Kinda, sorta.
Kind of, sort of.
I mean, I'm obviously
Officially.
pretty far into Salem Health Foods as it would be,
Oh, yeah.
but I am a consultant of sorts. I guess it could be stated because I knew things. Oh my God, we are going into the final lap. This actually wasn't as bad as I thought. Only 17 minutes. We're actually doing rather well. I mean, aside the fact that we're in anywhere near immediate danger. Oh, you know what? Real quick, before I forget, going back to Daniel, back to the first story here. I hope I get to meet you again, by the way, because I don't know if you guys visit Oregon often, but if you do, feel free to stop by again. I would love to chat with you guys some more. His dad was telling me a story because he used to work at one of the grocery stores. He worked on late shift, like overnight, to do like restocking and such. And I think they were supposed to be like sweeping floors and doing like buffing the floors and all that stuff. They were taking a break, and apparently, while they were taking a break, some lady just comes strolling in the middle of the night. And she comes in with just like one of those huge ass like oversized brooms and totally just starts cleaning their floor for them. And it's like, how do you react to that?
Let her do it.
You can't be like, hey, you're not supposed to be in here, but it's like, but she's doing work though. Like she's doing my job. I don't want to tell her no. Hell, I'm getting paid premium dollar right now, and to have somebody who's not even on the books doing this crap for me, so. It's like, I don't want to tell her no as to ruin it, but she is totally, kind of, sort of, maybe breaking and entering right now, but under the guise of cleaning, so I don't really know whether to be mad or to be impressed that she had the idea. Don't know if there wasn't any, like, psychotropic drugs involved, but, hey, what do you do? It's all part of the plan. So we won. That's no question there. We're going to have won by probably a good 2 or 3 minutes, I think, since we lapped everybody at least once. So, good freaking times. 25,000 coleslaw bags. That's what they pay you in. Bags of coleslaw. Okay, well, my friends, we are going to call it good for this particular episode here when we come back on the next installmente of Let's Play Gran Turismo 3, the Ultimate Driving Simulator. We have super duper special stage Route 11 backwards, because why not? Or we can do Tokyo Route 246, because you guys know exactly how much I love that one. And then we'll move on. So. Oh yes, I do not like it at all. Game status, real quick, 54.3%. Still got a ways to go, but that's okay.
You
So,
never know, by the time you guys talk again, you might have a kid.
Maybe. It is very possible. Who's to know, though? So then, my friends, I will see you guys next time. Until then, this is Lovely Cheese Pizza and Mrs. Cheese Pizza saying thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. Have a good one.